Good evening, everybody, from Nashville Super Speedway. We have 110 laps here for the Cyber Thunder Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series. This is the fourth race of their 10 race regular season and then a 7 race playoff. Tonight, like I said, 110 laps. It's a slick, hot concrete surface, so look for trucks to be spinning down towards the inside off turn 2. That is a notoriously bad area for action. Turn 4 as well, you might get a little push tight coming out of there if you're tucked up underneath somebody. Tonight our fuel run's looking to be about 40 laps, so probably a 2-stop race, I would think, unless we get a caution. Unlike last week, where at Indianapolis, we went caution free. The trucks have been doing a really good job this season, not having any cautions. There we go with last week's winner, Jason Higginbotham. He's just kind of pulling it to pit road there. Well, let's get a look at that beautiful, beautiful truck. Oh, he decides he wants to be camera shy tonight. Cody Heinzman, fresh off of a win in the Wednesday night heat series there at Mossport, or Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. He's actually the fastest in the truck series right now at a 30.42, 3/100ths, sorry, ahead of Brett Wright. Last week, Cody was looking at putting some pressure there on Jason Higginbotham towards the closing laps of our 4, and kind of pancake the wall, and that sent him down pit road, thus ending his race prematurely. All right, looks like a bunch of drivers are getting ready to go to the drivers' meeting. You'll see, usually whenever I select people, they'll just disappear, so that's them probably just hopping into the drivers' meeting. Where if they do not make the drivers' meeting, they will start tail end of the field. Let's see, oh. Missing the pit stall, Mike Stiverson. He's really got to work on that. He missed it 2 or 3 times at Michigan. Not a good thing to be doing. I see him messing with I'm just as lost as you folks. I don't know what he's doing. But you'll see here on iRacing that the trucks in the pit stalls are ghosted, but once you come out onto pit road, so you get on the other side of that yellow line there, they are physical, I guess you could kind of say. So if you come out and you hit a truck, you will receive damage. Oh, they are live beings on pit road. Let's see, I just saw Jason Higginbotham, last week's winner, coming out, looking to be making a key run here. This pit exit road is very, very slick. You can see it's an asphalt to concrete transition. So on cold tires, if you're not careful, you're pushing it too hard, you touch the grass, you're going straight. Oh, Jason's making a really big qualifying run here. Oh, never mind, he's in the wall. He's going to come down pit road aggressively. Hit the wall, and did we just see that right? Huh. His damage fixed. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to look at anybody else and see if they have any damage that pops up. It could be. It's the week after build week, so there's still some glitches iRacing's got to work out, especially with the big rain update that came last week. One day I'll remember to turn on race sounds. Today is not that day. But anyways, we got just over 4 minutes to go left in practice. Get out, do your qualifying runs. This is the closest the track will be to your qualifying session. Rip 2 laps. Hopefully they're not in the draft and messing you up. Try to get another pole. Here in the Cyber Thunder Racing League, a pole is worth a point. So any point, every point matters, especially if it comes down to the final playoff position, which is the 12th spot in points. We'll do a run through of points here in a little bit. Here on the track right now is Tom Richter, the boss man of Cyber Thunder. This was originally his baby. He started it. Making a return to the Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series. After going out and spiritually finding himself, I think he climbed Mount Everest. Let's see. Cody Heinzman still at the top of the board, followed by Brett Wright and Eric Anderson, which everyone here at Cyber Thunder would like to wish Eric's wife a happy birthday. Mike Stuyvesant going out to make a qualifying run here on the pit road. You did see how he got a little pushy out there, so that's one thing you gotta watch. Nothing from Judd. Let's see, Brian Dorsey. I think that's the right Dorsey, probably not. That is, look at that. In the 9 truck, right behind him. Let's see what he's looking at. You can actually see the draft working here. You want to stay right above that last seam here, because if you touch that apron, your truck will get off wedge and push up, and if you got a truck on the outside, then you'll be both going into the wall. It's generally a 1-groove racetrack here, so right around the bottom, if the tires wear, you can maybe make some passes around the outside. At night, it's definitely a 2-lane racetrack. You can see the difference tires make here. Not sure how old Brian's tires are. Oh, Mike, what did you do, Mike? Mike sitting comfortably in 4th. Had a rough couple of weeks. Last few weeks, looking for some, looking to rebound here in the points. Just under 30 seconds to go, and then we'll watch these drivers rip 2 laps to set the field. Alright, who's first out on the track? Looks like it is the 8 of Cody Meadows. Cody's actually tied for the points lead with Ed Jurgen, but on the virtue of Ed winning at Michigan and Cody finishing second, Ed has the points lead. Oh, go hold on to it. Hold on to it. Oh, that's going to hurt his first lap. See, it is slick out there on cold tires. Beautiful save, though. But Cody's one of those drivers that can go 3 wide by himself and still gain position. So he'll tell us he did it on purpose here. Seems like Nathan Dufton was the first one out. Or maybe he's just coming to his lap here. Oh. I think we had one in the wall. Cody Meadows cross at a... Oh, he's falling. Yeah, see how much that hurt? 3/10 a lap. Have to see how he does on this lap here. He was 30.92 to Cody Heinzman's 30.60. See, Cody comes off a 4, nice and straight. Drop it below that white yellow line. Doesn't really improve. Wow, so it must have been a first lap hit. Took too much out of that right rear, I guess. Got it too hot on that slide. Yeah, looks like everybody's made it on their first lap. Trevor Ryan here coming out of turn 4. I'll bring it up to the wall and back underneath the white yellow line. Pops up to second place. He must have taken it easy on his first lap and then pushed it on the second. Let's see, who else do we have out here making time? I got George Cushman. So he just finished his lap. Oh. Light showing for Mr. Cushman. Chris Harefield jumps up to 8th on the board. He's still going to make a second lap. And Jason Higginbotham. Oh, Chris, hang on to it. Hang on. And there we go. First one, turn 2 has claimed. So he will qualify 9th. And that is your starting field right there. Everything done and over with in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, well, let's go back to Chris Harefield and see what exactly happened coming out of turn 2. Go for a ride here. Oh yeah, you just hear it. He got in the throttle way too early and around she goes. Go back with the magic of television. Go far chase here. Well, it has a nice arc. Oh, it kind of pushes it up. Yeah, you can see that started in turn 1. He almost had it, and then he got to turn 2, and it just kind of went around on him. That's just getting after it on your second lap. Tires are cold. But on iRacing, if you get any little bit of contact with the wall, little spin, it nulls that lap, and you only get 1 lap. Really sucks when you tag the wall on both laps and you got to start in the back. You get no laps qualifying. So, 10 seconds left. Starting top 10 there is Corey Heinzman, Jason Higginbotham, last week's winner, Trevor Ryan, last week's second place. All 3 of those were probably going to have a really good battle there towards the end. 4th, Gary Bowman. 5th is Mike Stuyvesant. 6th is the 47 and Nathan Dufton. 7th, Brett Wright. 8th, Jamie Horn. 9th, Chris Harefield, who we just saw hit a patch of ice out of turn 2 and loop her around. And 10th, we got Chris Dorsey. 11th, we got Ed Jurgen. 12th, we have Kevin Fetty. 13th, William Kern. 14th, Tom Richter. 15th, Brian Dorsey. 16th, Ray Richer. 17th, Judd Danielson. 18th, Ken Lung. 19th, Cody Meadows. 20th, Eric Anderson. 21st, Steven Music. 22nd, Michael Gruby. 23rd, the 101 of David Gameforth. 24th is Mike Donahue. 25th, Chris Letts. And 26th is Paul Turner. George Cushman. 27th is Paul Turner. 28th, Daryl Richards. And shotgun rounding out your top 29, Dennis Ellis. Trucks rolling out here. Since this track is just over a mile, it will be one pace lap. Oh, they bring them out. And then I believe pace car will pull off here. So a quick rundown of your top 5 in points. Ed Jurgen, the points leader, tied with Cody Meadows. Gary Bowman sits in 3rd. 5 points back of the lead. Chris Dorsey sits in 4th. 6 points back of the lead. And Ken Lung sits 5th. 9 points back. Playoffs are starting to shape up here. So every point matters at this point in the season. Well, let's turn the lights off and get ready to go green. And just like that, we are green here at Nashville Superspeedway. Three wide there in the backstretch. Nice healthy lead out by Cody Heinzman going into 3. Trevor Ryan making a pass on Jason Higginbotham for 2nd. Cody Heinzman will lead that first lap. Jason Higginbotham is just going to settle in right in front of Gary Bowman. Side-by-side action here with Brett Wright making his way through the field. Racing the 19 of Jamie Horn. And Jurgen pushes really wide up out of 4. Carries a little bit of momentum down front stretch. But also takes out wall. Not something you want to do this early in the race. Nathan Duffin making some moves here around the outside of 31 of William Kern. William Kern running that Jeff Burton singular wireless throwback. Really far up outside of that dark gray patch. You don't want to be out there. There's no grip. That's where all the grip is. Get that on your tires and you almost think you have a flat. Chris Dorsey with a big run on the 47. Had to check up a little bit. Not really missing anything up out front. Cody Heinzman has kind of started to pull away from Trevor Ryan. I give it 20 laps and then you'll see Jason Higginbotham start to click off positions and lap times. Love showing up right at the end of tire runs. Just over half a second lead. With some battling back here. 43 of Eric Anderson passing the 44. Now this is playoff implications because Eric is on the outside of the playoffs looking in. 3 points out of the playoffs, and the guy he's racing, Ray Richard, is the guy in 12th. Last place in playoffs. So this would still keep Eric out of the playoffs. But it would be one less position. It would be one less point. Because every spot is a point. Trevor Ryan with the fastest lap of the race of a 30.721. Just taking his time. The top three have kind of stretched it out to just under a second over the 20 of Mike Stiverson. He's got a mirror full of the 08 of Gary Bowman and Brett Wright. What he's looking at. Yeah, you're just seeing those trucks just get further and further away. But early on in the run, he could be saving some tires. He's running a 30.93. Yeah, so he's about 2 seconds. Oh, it was a 31.113. So yeah, he's about a tenth off of what the leader ran. Leader ran a 31.05. Here at this track, you're using a little bit of brake because the corners are so flat. The blimp camera. You can see the gap there to Gary Bowman. Just about 3/10. See, Gary Bowman has a mirror full of the 54 and the 92s. Mike kind of pulls away. Gary's running just about a lane up off the bottom, saving up that right front just a little bit, where you see Brett Wright right down on that yellow line. If you can get your lefts on that yellow paint, that gives you just a little bit of grip. But if you put that splitter on the apron, it lifts that left front, and then you have no grip. So it's a very, very fine edge. Fine-edged sword. Relatively single file here. 10 laps into the 4th race of the season. We got Cody Meadows here back in 11th place, up 8 spots from the starting position. You see the trucks ahead of him running a little higher up on an exit out of 2. That'll give you a better run down the back stretch. And Cody has a little bit of a tighter radius on the corner. It's about a lane. You see how much that helps him on entry, but he gets up behind the 31 of William Kern there and loses the nose. That's what we call aero tight. You got it, you got it, you got it, and then you don't have it. You used to play the old NASCAR EA Sports games. Well, this camera might look a little familiar. A little bit of a nostalgia. Never hurt anybody. Cody really likes to get close to that wall. But with him being a dirt racer, he's at home up near the wall. Everybody just kind of relatively single file here. Playing nice. See, Cody's really gapped. The 10 of Chris Dorsey. Go back to him. Looks like he's in a bit of a battle here. Oh, the battle's kind of behind him. Ken Long making moves on the inside of the 47. Looking to get 2 spots in a lap. Gets that spot off the 4th. And now sets the sights on the 29 of Jed Danielson. This is the battle for 14th position. Ken's making some nice moves on the bottom there. He saved his tires a little bit better than the 29 here. Ken's gonna make that pass. Should make that pass coming out of 4. Slide up in front of him. Judd's gonna cross him over. To the yellow line there first. We're going to drag race down the front stretch. Oh, did Tom Richter have a little bit of an issue there? He's going to come back to this battle. I guess he probably got a little bit loose. Oh, to the time of Chris Dorsey in the wall. On the bottom, passing the 47. The 47 is just getting free trained around the outside. He's just looking for a gap, just a place to get in. Just up in no man's lane. You see him running 3 lanes up. Well, that's just going to hurt his tires in the long run. We'll see him start to drop back here. Pretty big. It's a helpless feeling just watching trucks just fly by you and you cannot get down. You almost have to kind of make your own space. Steven Music marching his way to the front in the Dunkin' Donuts machine. Back up front, Cody Heinzman's kind of stretched his lead out to just over a second over Trevor Ryan. Just methodically, but you look into the picture. There's that 20 on Mike Stiverson, sneaking his way in. Finished 6th here last season. Jason Higginbotham, your winner. Mike Stiverson led the most laps. Right now, shotgun on the field is Chris Letts. Must be having a... Ooh, that truck looks evil right now. Is that any damage? No, just kind of running up a little high. Just hurting the... Just hurt the right sides. Coming out into the run. What? And look now, halfway through the run, Jason Higginbotham makes a pass for second. Magic TV. Let's go back and see how he did it. I'll watch it in reverse. Maybe Trevor will defend it better this time. He just got up underneath, under Trevor, pushed him a little wide with the air. Trevor's just like, you know what? Let's not battle. 20 laps into a 110 lap race. Let's just take her easy. And Trevor kindly gives the spot up. Just follows Jason and see what he's doing. Back live now. Mike is slowly, methodically catching Trevor Ryan here. Gap's just over a quarter and second and 3/4. Cody gets a really good run. Looks like he makes his gain off the bat, off of turn 2 there. Jason gains it all back into the corner. Cody looks like he's making all his time off of exit. Let's see what he's doing here. A lot of off throttle time. Get on throttle, wide in the corner. Yeah, he takes it right to the wall, and you can just see that gap there growing. Almost a tenth of straightaway. That's a lot. Really, really late into the corner, getting on the throttle, and then off. Where if we go to Jason, deeper into the corner, a little earlier on the throttle. So he makes up his time on entry, but then Cody just gets it all back and then some on exit. Cody's last lap was a 32.06 to Jason's 32.13. See the time here. Oh, they were 1,000th off. Trevor Ryan was actually the fastest one on the track that time. Nope. It was Chris Harefield with a 32.105. But you just see that 28 getting smaller and smaller. But it's still early for Jason. Jason right to that yellow line. Up off the corner, a little later to the wall than what Cody is. And that might be the difference there. Cody gets to the wall really, really fast. Jason lazily down to the yellow line. Not quite to the yellow. Trevor has a little bit of a higher exit. Jason not quite on that apron. Just push that right rear. Oh, looks like Gary Bowman was... looks like pit stops have started. Totally missed that one. So looks like Gary Bowman is the first to hit on lap 27. That's a bold strategy. Let's see how that plays out. Let's see how tires make out here on this run. Looks like the 09 had a speeding penalty. And there we go. Your leader. Cody Heinzman is pitting. Right on lap 30. Tires must just be too valuable. Nice straight into his box. Right sides go up. Right sides come down. Left sides go up. And left sides go down. And he's away. The 14.7. So four tires and fuel. See Jason Higginbotham. I think Jason's on the 2-stop strategy. So this would put Cody on maybe a 3-stop strategy. Unless he stretches this next run to 40 laps, so he would run out right across the start-finish line if he didn't save. Jason, yeah, I've told it was about 40 laps, 37 to 40 laps on a tank of fuel. You see the difference here. Gary Bowman's on a set of tires. Yeah, you see Gary just clears Jason. Let's go to the cockpit. Let's see what fresh tires look like. Yeah, you just see him just pulling away. Gary's got way more grip. He's got 33 lap fresher tires than what Jason does. Well, 27 laps. Yeah, you see he's easily a second and a half away. Mike Stiverson, he can see Jason. Hasn't quite gotten away too far from him. Jason, looks like Jason's pitting here. No, staying out. Call my bluff. Would have gotten me. Yeah, I think at this point Jason's committed to the two-stop strategy. Pit here, and then pit on lap 80. Then you got 30 laps. Right, looks like he just came out of pits. See just how much more he can send it into the corner. Sneak up on the 69 there, Kevin Fetty. And you just see him pull away too. But look at this. Mike is kind of railing in Jason there. Jason's kind of caught up in traffic. That's the 28 there. So Jason's like, you know what? You just got by me. All right, time to pit. Down to 40 miles an hour. No speed. He's into the box. Nice straight stop. That will give the lead to Mike Stiverson, who is now coming to pit road. Oh, easy, Mike. Easy, Mike. Easy. Oh, Chris Harefield drifts. Tokyo drift into the pits. Ooh, that was exciting. Let's go on board with him and see what he thought. Looks like that transition just caught him out. Off throttle. Downshift. Oh, he's watching Mike, and then, ooh, nice. I meant to do that. Right to the outside line. Right now, Cody Meadows back in the lead. Or Cody Meadows' first lap of the race. After being so close the last few weeks, still looking for that first win of the season. We got 3 races and 3 first-time winners here. Who do we think the leader will be at the end of this? Oh, track is now in shade. Oh, and right there, it looks like somebody was caught out on pit road. See if we can see who that is. That would be the 9 of Brian Dorsey. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Well, looks like he must have just tried to push it. Oh, yeah. Just missed that shift, and that was all enough to over-rev the tires. Did a good job staying down there, though. Let's have to give that one maybe save of the race. Let's see here. Yep, just too much on that right rear. Oh, I wonder if he went to shift and it kicked it. That's probably what happened there. It's the bad shift. He's recovered here. We're going to run down the 45 with Trevor Ryan. But with that slide, that'll hurt his chances unless we get a caution. Trevor Ryan in 8th. But you see that gap there. Cody's going into 3 and 4. Trevor's just halfway down the backstretch. That is a big gap. It's the product of pitting early. 4 seconds. Got Ray Richard coming into his pit stop. So Jason Higginbotham is now going into turn 1. And Cody is going into turn 3, so he's about just under half a track. And you can see Mike Stiverson there coming off a 2. You can see the gap they put. When Jason Pitty was about a second, just over a second ahead. That was 3 seconds. So that's what a couple laps on fresher tires can do. It's what we call the undercut. So if you pit before the driver you're racing, you undercut him on pit stops, and you can use your tires, your better grip tires, to jump him by a few laps. You know, if your tires wear out after 30 laps and you drop to second off, you run 3 laps on better tires, you gain 3 seconds. Just a little bit of strategy. But then there's also the overcut, where you run extremely long, hoping that their tires wear out super fast, and when you pit, you still come out just ahead of them, and you get to pull away and not have to race them later on. It's rare that works, but it's more of a road course thing, which we might see that when we get to Daytona in a few weeks. But this is, I thought, Cody Heinzman back up front. 6 seconds over Trevor Ryan, 5.5. It's a big, big gap. You know, Cody's going into turn 1. Trevor's just turn 3. Trevor's just getting onto the backstretch, coming off of 2. Let's see if we can even see Cody. Nope, we can't. I believe that's Cody at the start-finish line there, so that's what the gap is. Those 3 in front of Trevor are lap-down cars, fighting for the lucky dog, as they would be the first ones 1 lap down. So those new to sim racing and stock car racing, the lucky dog is the first car 1 lap down. And if the caution comes out, they receive their lap back. So basically, it's like a free gimme, but you have to start at the tail end of everybody. So if Cody laps the entire field, laps Trevor, Trevor gets the lucky dog, he gets his pit stop, but he basically starts 29th. And he has to pass everybody that's a lap down to get back to the leader. Cody kind of stretching it out. Yep, it's just so good on exit. That's where he makes up all of his time. He's easy into the corner, doesn't push the tires. Really, really soft on entry. Gives up a bit, but watch exit here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Almost 8/10 a lap, just out of 2 alone. A bit of that might have been the draft. Already coming up to lap. Gary Bowman in 27th. Gary must have had a speeding penalty or something, because he should not be this far back. I wonder what happened. Just, I don't. He was 8th when he pit. I have no idea what happened to him. He's 27th now. Oh, 4 laps down. Oh, he must have had something big happen to him that we missed. Yeah, that hurts. He had a really good truck going on right at the beginning there. But we go back here. Mike Stiverson getting ready to go up to the lead again. Looking on the inside of Brett Wright, not quite there. Thought about sending it in from 6 lengths back. Brett's going to leave the bottom open. Mike's going to kick that door open. Not quite. Does he send it into 3? Yep, he sends it in. Brett's just like, you know what? You ran me down. Take your bud. Sets his sights on the 904 of Jason Higginbotham. Tell you what, Jason said he's not running for a championship this year, but expect 5 or 6, at least 5 or 6 wins out of him. Last year, between Mike and I, we won 8 races. Jason won 6. So nearly equaled our total together. Jason's a phenomenal racer. One of the best I've ever raced with. Just methodical, easy on his tires. You blink, you don't see him, you blink again, and he's passing you, and you're like, where did the speed come from? Kind of like what Trevor Ryan will be thinking here in a little bit. Just like, where did he come from? Cody, just about 6 seconds over. Kind of dealing with... Oh, no, that's not him. That's too close. Yeah, he is okay. He is dealing with a little bit of traffic. Put in the 47 of Nathan Dufton a lap down. Setting his sights on the 99. Nathan still running that outside line. Cody just putting on a clinic here. There. Sorry we missed it again. See, Jason just out of nowhere. He just decides, okay, time to go. And he just rips past Trevor Ryan. We caught it early. Maybe we won't go back too far. Might be the same thing. Looks like he caught him going into one. Alright, I lied. It was a while ago. Oh, he caught him into 3 this time. Yeah, Trevor was just like, yeah, just go, bud. Everyone's being nice and cordial tonight. You know, not racing too hard, still early. We're halfway through this race. This is just flying by. Everyone's a little spread out, but you know what? Makes for no cautions. Knock on wood. Do a top 10 run through from 10th place. We got Ken Lung here. Up good amount of spots. Nice little top 10 here. Sitting 5th in points. We got 19 of Jamie Horn, who is sitting 11th in points. He is 1 point above the cutoff line. Cody Meadows, who we talked about earlier, 2nd in points, tied for the lead. Eric Anderson, who is 3 points out of the playoffs, looking to make a jump here. So as of right now, as they run, he is solidly in the playoffs. As Ray Richard is down in 16th. You guys can do the math. I don't feel like doing that. He's 3 points. He's that many spots ahead. Each spot is a point. 6, we got William Kern. He is... 6 points, or 6th place in points, 8 above the cutoff, so this will just help him solidly in. Chris Airfield, who we saw spin in qualifying, having a nice recovery. Back in 5th. He's actually not in the top 12 in points. A rare off season for him, but you know, he's won here. He's won at Nashville before. He's solidly good. Might just take a little bit to get the rust off. 4th. Also not in the top 10. Top 12 in points. Mike Stiverson. He's had a rough start to the season. Last year's runner-up in points. Making his return to the series this season, Trevor Ryan. I believe he also went out to spiritually find himself. 2nd, last week's winner, last season's winningest driver on the series. And last season, and the defending winner of this race, Jason Higginbotham. And first, all the way up the road, 4 seconds ahead, with 50 to go, Cody Heinzman, last week's Wednesday night winner in the Xfinity Series, looking for his first win in the Truck Series. That is your top 10 as they run currently. We have pit stops coming up in just, I'd say about the next 10 laps. Keep an eye on, let's see, somebody who starts dropping. So let's see, Chris Letts has decided to pit. He's off strategy. Gary Bowman was the first one to pit in that section. And a nice battle here for 7th place. Got Cody Meadows going past the 43 of Eric Anderson. You should clear him coming out of 4. 7, looks like the 7 is on fresh tires. He's looking to get by these guys super quickly. Make the most out of those tires. Right the road, Cody Meadows' teammate William Kern having a really good night tonight. Look down, Jason Higginbotham is cut into that time by Cody Heinzman. We have too many Codys in this league. We have to start calling him Cody 1, 2, and 3. Cody's kind of stretching it back over Jason right now. It really fluctuates here. This late into the run. Depends on who saved their tires the best. I expect pit stops here in the next 5 or so laps. Jason would have pitted on lap 36, so he wants to jump Cody. He runs the 30 laps. This might come down to a little bit of fuel strategy. Oh, I thought he was pitting. I think he thought about pitting too, but realized he was going a little too fast. Yeah, and you can see that gap there. Just growing. Giant rubber band. So 28 coming out of turn 2 here. Jason now just coming out of turn 2. You might be able to see him now. There's a lap truck in the way. Oh, you can kind of see him there. He's the next car ahead of that lap truck. Let the 08 go by. He's on fresh sets of tires. Cody just cruising. Off throttle. Really late. Just bumps that apron a little bit. That's going to kind of upset his truck. Push him out wide out of 4. Out of 2. See, 43 to go. Kind of stretch it 3 more laps. And then pit. You can hear those tires just screaming for grip. Settled into about 4 seconds for a little bit of a kind of just where their tires have all settled. I'm trying to find you guys battles right now. Here's a good one. 34 Tom Richter in the 09 of Steven Music. Oh, Steven's a lap down. There we go. Daryl Richards. He's the one you want to watch against Tom Richter. And the 29. This is a battle for 15th spot. matches Darrow's number. Jason is... Oh, and there we go. Just like that. Pit stops. Jeez, Jason does not follow him down. Alright, let's see. Let's hear what he's doing. Nice and in. Point it towards that exit. Right sides go up. But usually you can see people running around, but I guess you can't on the broadcast. So just imagine it. Nice solid exit. Don't push it on exit here. There you can see those back tires just screaming. Nice short shifts. Nice straight exit. And right by that blue line. You don't want to get above that. How does Jason Higginbotham answer? When does he answer? Jason's running it long. Hoping that the 28's tires really start to wear out, but can't run too much longer. For fear of that undercut. Stuyvesant hasn't quite gotten back to where he was before the end of that pit run there. That first one. But you can see that 28 just pulling away. Jason's pitting now. Oh, Jason, hold on to her. Get her down. Is good. No penalties. Doesn't look like it, at least. Right sides go up, left sides go up. We'll see his exit here if it's any better than the 28. Now this is start. Mike Stuyvesant is now pitting. Nice short shifts, not a lot of wheel spin. Nice and easy on exit. There's the 20 feet coming out of 4 now. You can see the gap. That's a full corner and a half. Let's see what the gap is here. Everything's kind of getting settled out. Everybody's pitting. Either way, it's massive. Chris Dorsey up here leading some laps. Stuyvesant. He's come up behind Chris Harefield. Making a nice little recovery run here back towards the front after his after his qualifying. Looks like Chris and Trevor pitted a little earlier than Mike did. Mike should about 3 laps difference. Cody Heinzman going into turn 3 here. Jason Higginbotham pit on lap 75. 4 lap difference. And that's almost 10 seconds, folks. This guy knows what he's doing on pit road. Have to start calling him the pit master, because wow, I don't think I've ever seen anybody gain 10 seconds on pit road after everything's all said and done. This is where everybody's going to have to step their game up, is pit road. Yeah, he ran a 41.766 in total versus Jason's. Jason was a little faster on pit road, but it's just a 4-lap difference in tires. Hopefully that's enough. Jason thinks it's enough to kind of run Cody down. Yeah, it's just under 10 seconds now. 31 to go. If he's solid, he can do it. Just how Jason has to get through traffic really, really solidly here. Second place, Brett Wright. A little bit of pit strategy here. He pitted on lap... Oh, he hasn't pit yet. Lap 56. Well, he pitted a little earlier. He ran 31 and then 56. Running an alternate strategy here. Oh, yeah, he calls me a liar and now he pits. Well, maybe he's trying to get a caution. Now he can send it versus everybody else. 4 or 5 of the tires. That'll cycle Jason Higginbotham back to second. William Curran up to third. Good solid run for him tonight. Trevor Ryan mired back and forth after starting, I believe it was second. He might have been third. Mike Stiverson, solid run tonight. Look for a nice rebound. Nice start making a playoff push. Former Wednesday night Rising Stars champion. Team owner of WTF Racing. Usually he has another teammate, but a little bit of draft off the 44. Oh, the 10 kind of tags the wall there. He gets a nice run on the 28. Just send it down into turn 1. This might just be tires. No position change there. Cody's just go. Cody's solid. He's not going to race you if he doesn't have to. He'll race you when he needs to, but he'll do it clean. We had a fantastic battle last week at Mossport. Newcomer to the league. A little bit of a lower exit there out of 4. But you see that second place, that gap. Now under 8 seconds. It was under 8 seconds, but now it's back over 8. He gives up so much time on entry, but it pays off so much better on the end of the run. Since you're running this lap traffic, you can use it to your advantage. You don't have to run as hard and save a little bit of fuel just in case we get a green-white checkered. I think if we get a green-white checkered, everybody's pitting. It's like Brett and Steven are the only ones on the 3-stop strategy, so we'll have to keep an eye on Brett here and see how far he can make it up. Right now, he's a lap down in 19th. So, him racing Mike is not for position. Really good battle starting to heat up there between the 44 and the 20. Mike cuts back to the bottom. Oh, the 54 was there. Couldn't quite get the crossover he wanted. Mike's going to look to the outside. Oh, Trevor kind of shuts the door. Mike's going to cross him over back to the bottom. Halfway down the backstretch, down into turn 3. Mike side by side with the 45 coming out of 4. Mike doesn't drop to that apron. That's a little bit of a shortcut. Trevor gets that run just around the outside of the tri-oval. Mike's going to bomb it down into turn 3. Turn 1, sorry. Push up a little bit. Trevor's just hanging on that right rear. Mike has to get out of the throttle. Mike's going to try to hang on to the left rear of Trevor, so he can't quite get to the bottom. And Brett's like, come on, boys, settle it out. I got new tires. Now they're 3 wide down the front stretch. Oh, this is getting tight. This is not what I want to be. Brett's going to back out. Do the nice thing. Still side by side, coming at it too. Jason's cut that lead down to 5 seconds. That's compelling action right now. 20 and the 45. Mike runs that little bit of a middle exit. Trevor's right up near that wall. Mike sends her back down to turn 1, trying to clear Trevor out of 2. And it looks like he's going to do it. But Trevor looked like he was going to cross over, but that 54 was down there. Ruined any shot of a crossover by Trevor. See how much that hurt Trevor's tires running those few laps around the outside. $19 laps to go. This is when you start to send it. The 54 is going to try to clear the 20 here as soon as he can. Gap to the leader's just over 6 seconds again now. Looks like those tires are starting to come in for Cody and not quite for Jason. 45's hanging on tough to the 20. 20's just starting to gap him. Oh, that could have been just a little bit of traffic. We got 14 trucks on the lead lap here with 17 laps to go. So we got just under, it was just under 5.5. The amount of time they're gaining, something's got to be wrong with my timing and scoring, because that just seems to be a lot. Whatever happens, this has been a dominating performance by the 20. He's led 71 out of the 94 laps we have completed. Easily has led the most laps. Second closest is Jason Higginbotham with 10. So it looks like Cody will wrap up the most laps led point, the point for leading a lap, and the point. So that is 5 extra bonus points. Sorry, 3 extra bonus points. You get 6 bonus points in total. You get 3 bonus points for a win, 1 for a lap, 1 for leading a lap. Sorry, 1 for leading the most laps, 1 for leading a lap, and 1 for the pole. So, and he was fastest in practice. So he unloaded very good. It looks like he was prepared for this race. Let's stick it on exciting and see what comes up. Oh, Jason. Oh, there we go. Now it's going to flip to 20 and Mike Stiverson. Starting to run down the 31 of William Kern. 45 is kind of hung tough on him, or hung there right with him. I wonder how much of his right size he used up there, battling, hanging tough around the outside. Nothing up front, nothing has changed. Yeah, it's about 6 seconds, so I think the tires have kind of equalized here. But, go back here. Still tight for the third podium spot. And whoever finishes third, top 3 get interviewed at the end of the race, so a little bit of pride, a little bit of bragging rights to the next week. Trevor running that, trying to get that bottom line to work there with just underneath the 20 and Mike Stiverson. Get a little bit of air on that front nose, just to help the turning aspect of it. William right around that yellow line. We're looking a little more racy here now. Trevor's got a bit of a higher entry, cut back to the bottom. Right in the tire tracks of the 20. Alright, 8 to go. A little bit of a higher exit. We'll have to see if Trevor gets a better run out of 2 here. Gets a run down the backstretch. Not quite close enough. Famous words are, passes are set up on entry and completed on exit. Go. Well, this pass was set up on exit. 45 back to the inside of the 20. Rolls reverse from a few laps ago. Trevor's going to push him up into 1. Take his line away. Ruin his entry. He's going to push up out of 2 just a little bit. Mike's got the momentum around the outside and the draft to the 31, but this is going to help the 31 pull away with 7 laps to go. Trevor's going to give it up and settle it down. Up front, the 28 has extended his lap, extended his gap to the 904, but Trevor's going to make another run out of 2, out of 4. Not going to go quite to the bottom and leave Mike just up in that higher gray area. Mike's going to have the momentum off of 2. Trevor can't quite get up in front of him. Side by side, door to door, down to the backstretch, into 3. This is just giving William the stuff that he needs to pull away from these 2. Trevor's going to squeeze up, try to squeeze Mike into the wall, make him lift. Let's play some chicken, but Mike don't do that. Mike knows these games. Trevor with that middle entry, leaving Mike on the outside, but does that give Mike the momentum to cross him over here out of 2? No, it doesn't. Trevor Ryan back into 3rd place with 5 laps to go. Mike, the momentum. Oh, he does have the momentum. Back into 3. Down onto the bottom. Side by side with Trevor Ryan. He's going to put Trevor back on the outside. But Mike doesn't have enough to hang with him. Trevor must have just cooled his tires off just enough there. He'll have to do the same, but he's only got 4 laps to go. Gary Bowman is not for position. That 18 in the background is. 45 must have saved his tires just a little bit. Now he's setting sail under the 31, but does he have enough time to catch the 31 of William Kern? 3 laps to go. 8 times, but just under a second. Well, looks like Gary might have tagged the wall there a little bit. This is kind of settled out. Looks like Trevor has saved his tires. Now he's trying to settle off to take after William. Oh! Ho, ho, ho! This is not what the 28 wanted to see. Oh no! This changes everything. Ho ho! Oh, well, boys, we re-rack them and we send them into overtime. Ho ho! It is a good thing we do not have live feed on that 28, because I'm pretty sure the stuff coming out of his mouth would not be allowed on YouTube. Ooh. Oh, I've been here before. It sucks. Alright, let's go back and see what happened. We got looks like the 8 and the 43. He is on pit road. See racing here, the 8. Oh, oh, ooh, ouch, that hurts. It's like a little bit of a tap from the 43. Just going into 3 here. Just enough, overcorrects and into the wall. Oh, that stings. They were having such a good run, too. With the 43 and the 8. See what Eric saw from his point of view. Oh, Cody just checked up just a little too much. A little too early than what Eric thought was going to happen. And that was a battle for 8th. 7th and 8th position. Eric doesn't race like that. I know Eric's really feeling bad about this. That was, yeah. Well, I think this race just got a little more interesting. Because it looks like my timing and scoring is correct. Nope, it's not. Actually, it might be. I believe Jason Higginbotham and the 28 pit, and I think Jason might have taken 2 tires. While we were there watching. Yep, it looks like Jason might have taken 2 tires. Cody's was a 15. Oh, Cody must have had a really bad pit stop. No, okay, so I think, yeah, Cody had a really bad pit stop there at the end. He had a 15.1 to Jason's 14.6. Yep. Oh, perfect all night on pit road, and it comes down to a pit mistake, and now he's sitting 3rd. Oh, all right. We might be seeing fireworks here. All right, Jason likes to take the inside, sticking the 18 on the outside and the 28 on the bottom right behind him. But next flag ends the race. If we get a caution between now and the white flag, the race is over. Almost had 2 perfect races in a row. But hey, you know what? This just makes it more exciting for us. Alright, pace car is getting ready to pull off. We got a green-white checker. We got some overtime here at Nashville Super Speedway. Jason leads them down coming out of turn 4. It's his prerogative. He can go when he wants. And he hammers away. Gets a good jump on the 18. The 28 and the 18 are side by side going into turn 1. Jason's starting to pull away. 28 wants to get by that 18 as soon as possible. And there he goes. 28 right up to the outside of the 904. They're side by side going down into turn 3. 904 just back a little bit. Here comes that 45 though. He's ready to stick his nose into that. The 28. Huge run out around the outside out of 4. He gets back to the lead. He's coming to take the white flag. .45 sends it down into turn 1. Closes it up out of 2. Can he quite get there? He sends it down into 3. Gets a little bit loose, but they have nothing for him. Coming out of 4, getting his first win in the Truck Series on Tuesday night, Mr. Pitmaster himself, Cody Heinzman. Second is Trevor Ryan, 2 weeks in a row. After a great battle with the 20 of Mike Stiverson, he rounds out your top 3. Oh boy. We go from single file to that. That's how fast it can change, folks. Alright, you guys sit tight. I'm going to go drag everybody up for post-race interviews, and we'll get some information on how these guys pulled this off. Alright, let's bring up third place. Third place finisher, Mike Stiverson. Hey man, how was that for a last minute wrench into plans?
Man, like I was good. I think I was going to finish, what, 5th right there, I think it was. I was content with that. And then those 2 guys didn't come down and get tires, and I knew that was about to be nuts. So I just tried to stick it where there was a hole, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we know what you mean. So take us there. You had a nice solid battle with the 45 there towards the end. Did you have enough to get back by him, or did you think when you were he stuck you on the outside there that burned up your stuff?
Yeah, I didn't. I used too much of it trying to get by him in that run, to get in front of him, and then I just used too much. He saved a little extra letting me by. So when he came back by, yeah, I had nothing for him at that point. But I'm glad that caution came out. That made it fun.
Hey, you know what? That turned a pretty boring race into something exciting there for us up here. So, but hey, you know what? You put on a show, and you pretty much kept it clean the entire race. You didn't slide through your box, which is good. All right.
What I've done the first few races this year. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe this is the turnaround, Kyle, and I can get myself into the playoffs or.
All right. Hopefully, you should a solid third place. That should put you relatively close to, if not in the playoffs, with Cody Meadows there having a big issue towards the end, running 8th, and now he's finished 27th. So moving and shaking going on. But yeah, we'll turn the floor over to you, and you can give your shout outs and your thanks and all that jazz.
Yeah, of course, first and foremost, I got to thank my wife, Elizabeth. She's out of town, but maybe she'll see this someday. Baby, I love you. Thank you for volunteering your Tuesday nights, Kyle, to sit up here and yap about us going in circles. Thank every single person that comes out for Cyber, because like I say every time, no fun to run by yourself, so I appreciate every single person that comes out here and turns a lap. Thanks, Trevor, for racing me clean. And yeah, that's it.
All right, I think you nailed it. All right, I don't even know where we're racing next week, but wherever we're racing, you think you got a shot?
Wherever it is, Kyle, I'll be in the mix.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, hopefully we're talking to you next week.
Bye.
Later, bud. All right, let's bring up second place finisher. Second place, second week in a row. Trevor Ryan. Man, it's got to suck finishing second 2 weeks in a row. Do you think you have enough to get Cody there next week at I have no idea where we are. But yeah, take us how was your race?
It was eventful. I originally thought we were going to be 3-stopping, and then we were getting a little better fuel mileage than I thought, so kind of had to adjust on the fly. I guess it worked out at the end here. I don't know if I had anything for Cody. I was behind him on the when we started the race, and he was able just to drive away from me. He's bad fast. Congratulations to him on the win.
Yeah, we noticed there. You kind of held on for a little bit, and then you were sitting there back in about 5th or 6th. How was that battle with Mike there?
It was good. Mike, he ran me real clean. Had a lot of fun racing with him. We were kind of pinching each other in the corners. There was a couple times that we were 3 wide with a lap down car on the front stretch, and I wasn't sure if I was wrecking or if I was going to wreck somebody, but it was awesome. I'm glad to get the race around Mike again. He's a hell of a competitor.
All right, so now I know where we're going next week. We're going to Dover. So, another concrete track. Do you think you have enough to get one spot better?
I figure since you're not going to be doing the broadcast, next week will be the week I click one off.
Yeah, that's usually how it works out.
But no, there's a lot of competition here. I'd love to say that I might be able to do one spot better, but it's tough sledding around here, Kyle.
That it is. All right, we're going to turn the floor over to you again. Give your shout-outs and your thanks.
I just want to say thanks to my friends, family. I want to thank Tom for, 1, being my teammate, and 2, coming back to take over the league. I want to thank all the admin team around here, you for putting the broadcast on, Mike for everything he did while Tom was gone. This is a great place to come oval racing. If you're looking for a league, there's no better place than Cyber Thunder Racing League.
I think you said it the best. So, all right, we're going to kick you out. We're going to bring up the winner, and hopefully we're talking to you. Well, I guess, yeah, it'd be 2 weeks in first place.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
All right, man. Good race.
Thanks.
Oops, got him off there. All right, and man of the hour, the man who just beat the crap out of everybody. 89 laps led out of 115 laps. You win last week for your first win on Wednesdays, and then you turn around and you win your first race in the truck race. Cody, how'd you do it?
To be honest, Kyle, I think it was a bit of the monkey off the back sort of a situation after running pretty good, I think, the first couple of weeks at Daytona a little bit in the Wednesday series before I had a weird netcode issue, and then Michigan and the trucks, and Indy after that. Especially in this series, I've had a couple good opportunities. But I think Wednesday last week just kind of was that final nail for the confidence needed, get that monkey off the back and prove that I can do it, I think.
You know what? Momentum is everything. So, You're leading. You got a 6-second lead. You're just cruising. And you hear those dreaded words, yellow. Take us through your mind frame when you hear that.
Man, okay, so in all the years I've been racing, I've never been in that position where I had the caution rug pull with 2 to 3 to go while leading, and talk about a bit of a panic and a bit of a heart drop, but I think the length of the run that we had been on made it a lot easier because it wasn't, for me at least, a borderline do I pit or not situation. For me, it was not even hesitating, 4 tires, a little splash so that I can make it through the overtime and go from there. I was surprised to see 2 people stay out, and that kind of had me worrying about some wheels fitted stuff, but we made it.
Oh, man, I tell you. You stunk up the show, but then you made it exciting there at the end of the race, going from third to first in one lap with a really beautiful outside pass. But so next week, unfortunately, good thing you got your win this week, because next week is Dover, but it's not a broadcasted one. So how do you think about Dover there? It's another concrete track.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the first thing I thought of. Dover's always been one of my favorite tracks to run on, at least. I don't know if I've been particularly any good there per se, but I guess we'll find out. I do like running it at least. And man, I want to say I've been league racing since like 2017. Took a break for the last probably 3-4 years. And in the old league I was in, we had broadcast for a little bit. This is the first time I've ever actually finished good enough to get on a broadcast. So I'm glad you were the one calling it for that.
Well, hey, you know what? With how you're running, now the monkey's off your back, I think we're going to be talking to you a bunch more this season. So,
that is the goal.
That's always the best goal. All right, we're going to turn the floor over to you. Give your shout out, your thanks, friends, family, all that stuff.
Yeah, shout out to both of my teammates, Michael Gruby and Daryl Richards. Dudes are a lot of fun to run with, and definitely gave me some huge breaks in terms of during the pit cycles and lapping and unlapping and all of that kind of stuff. So always good to run with them, and shout out to my wife who's watching.
All right, perfect. Always got to give the wife the shout out. All right, we're going to send you back down to your teammates or the hauler waiting room, and I'll let you find them. Oh, there they are. I can send you back there. That's
sweet.
There you go.
Thanks for
All
calling
right.
the race, Kyle.
No problem. Congrats on the win, bud. All right. Well, that was a race. You know, had a little bit of single file, a little bit of passing, a little bit of bumping, beating, and banging. But hey, you know what? Those are trucks. That's what we love here. But now for you, if you guys loved what you saw, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Be with us in 2 weeks. Not at Dover, because I will not be here to broadcast. In 2 weeks, we'll be at, Daytona Road. So, a road course. Something new for the drivers. Have to see who's practicing their lefts and their rights. It'll be interesting to watch these trucks go down into turn 1 and hang a big, sharp left. But, for me here at Cyber and everybody racing, it's been a good race, good week. We have Wednesday nights, they are not broadcasted, but then we also have Thursday night Cup Series at Coda, so they will be at a road course. So follow the Turn 3 Racing Network for the Thursday night Cup Series from Cyber Thunder. For all of us here at Cyber Thunder Racing League, I've been Kyle Nadeau. Keep your stick on the ice. Have a good one.